Hey, good morning and welcome to Breakthrough Walls. I'm Ken Walls and I'm your host. And today I have I have somebody joining us all the way from Germany who lives in Switzerland but is not from Switzerland. Um well, you're going to find out. The beautiful 19-year-old Viktória, let me see if I can get this right, Janušová. Janušová. Shake your head yes if I got it. Yeah. Anyway, so you're going to love this young lady and wait until you see her amazing talent. You're not going to believe this. So share this out. Trust me, you're going to want everybody to see this. So share this out. Let's see if we can get 150,000 or so watch this right now live right here. So stay with us. We'll be right back with Viktória Janušová. And we're back. Let me bring Viktória on. Viktória, welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone.
It's so great to have you on here. Jose, thank you for sharing this out, my friend, and good morning to you. So, Viktória, I started this show over 5 years ago now, and it was literally to help people have a breakthrough in life. And I don't know your story, so I don't maybe you've had a very, very easy life and never had a breakthrough. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. So start with and Charlotte is trying to share. Charlotte, you're probably watching this from a private group. If you go over to my Facebook page or Breakthrough Walls page, you'll be able to share it from there, my friend. So, Viktória. And Viktória, by the way, is an unbelievable. When I say unbelievable, she is an unbelievable pianist. So you guys hang on because I have a treat for you that is going to change your life today. I'm a huge George Winston fan, so I love the piano, and what you do with the piano is absolutely it's astonishing to me. It's incredible. So, Viktória, welcome.
Oh, nice to be here. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for the praise. I
Oh,
really appreciate your nice words. It's always good to know that the music I create that comes really from my heart has such an impact on people. That's just the biggest compliment you can get as an artist.
you're amazing. Like people that are watching right now, they have no idea. They just don't even know yet. They're going to see though in a little bit. We're going to share this video that is I'm not kidding. It's unbelievable. I've watched it twice this morning already. Like
Oh wow.
and it's 8 minutes and 24 seconds long. I know exactly how long it is. And I'm telling you, it's just amazing. So let's back up though. Let's tell everybody before we get to sharing that video of your incredible talent. Let's talk about tell everybody where you were born and raised.
So I was born in Slovakia. I was born in a little city called Humene, and when I was about 4 years old, we moved to even a tinier town. It's called Medlaborce, and I grew up there. I went to school there, and recently last year I graduated high school, and my parents moved to Switzerland 2 or 3 years ago, and I just thought I want to do more, and Switzerland was a place that could really offer me the more I wanted. So I decided to move and live with my parents there. And it's been a great year so far. I had a lot of great moments, and I can say that I am living the life of my dreams, a life I've always dreamt of. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to do so.
Wow.
It's incredible.
What was it like for you though growing up as a kid? I mean, first off, again, nobody has seen this yet. We're going to be sharing your video. And those of you that are watching and bouncing in and out and leaving, you're going to regret that, because when you see this video, you're going to go, what? You're only 19 years old.
Yes.
And and sorry, you're never supposed to disclose a lady's age, but you're young enough that it doesn't matter.
It's
You're 19 years old, and in a few minutes we're going to show people this video that is unbelievable. So I want you to go back to, where did this skill set originate? Where, how did it come about? It had to have happened when you were like one.
no, it happened a little bit later than that. When I was about 7 or 8, I started, music school, but originally I wanted to play a guitar, and there's a big gap. I don't really remember how I ended up playing a piano, but I have to tell you a secret. I didn't like it. I,
You
uh,
didn't like the piano?
I mean, I like piano, but I didn't like teaching and learning new songs, and I didn't like the simply it felt to me like I was being forced to do it. So for a long time I was just like, oh, okay, my parents want me to play, so I'll just play. I don't want to disappoint anyone, but it felt more forced than a hobby.
Uh,
But I left to high school 1 year earlier than usual because I actually studied in English language, and you have the opportunity to leave a year earlier. And so I went to high school to another city, to the city when I was born, and I had to leave the music school because I didn't have time for it. And when it didn't feel pushed anymore, I started to experiment with my music and with what I learned so far, and I started creating tools. And I remembered I'm a huge fan of the American show NCIS, and I the first song I learned on my own, I think, was the theme song of NCIS, and then I started experimenting with it. I added my stuff, and that's when I realized that, hold on, actually, there is no law saying that I cannot compose my own music, and it just kind of went on from that. And it was about when I was 13, 14, and for the last 5 years I've been just composing and experimenting with myself, trying to find what's my style, and just connecting with my piano on a deeper level and trying to understand the piano. And I grew so close to it that that nowadays I just sit down and I play what I feel. I don't know how to read the music sheet. That's I don't know how to do it. I just play by heart, and I love it.
and play by heart you do, and you do it well. And I want to tell everybody, and first I want to say, give a very deep, heartfelt thank you to Glenn Morshower, who you are in Glenn's acting school in his class. And Glenn was standing literally right here next to my desk, and he goes, "Oh my God, I have to show you something." And he was talking about his trip to Switzerland, I believe, or London, wherever it was,
Yeah.
and where he met you, and I think you and your boyfriend, or and ah he's like, dude, you've got to pull this up on YouTube right now. And I'm my wife and Glenn and I sat here, and his wife Carolyn sat here and listened, watched this, and I mean, it just was, it's unbelievable. It's just magical. So
Oh,
I hear a couple of things. So I'm a musician. I've played guitar since I was 7 years old.
Oh, really?
And I cannot read a lick of music. I can't read any music at all. I only play by ear and what I feel. Now I can hear a song and I can play it because
Mm-hmm.
you know, but and that's the same with you then.
Yeah. But for me, it's more rather composing my feelings. So I listen to my feelings, and I used to label myself as a very introverted person, and I couldn't really describe my emotions by words. So
Mm,
I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to connect with my piano so much, because I felt expressed. I felt that I am able to express something I cannot express by words, and
wow.
so what I play, it comes from my heart, it comes from my feelings, comes from my inner world, and yeah, I think that's beautiful in a way.
I think it's amazing. You know what? That is just the perfect segue. I'm going to play this video now. I want everybody to know that this is an 8 minute and 24-second long video that I'm getting ready to show. I'm not going to cut it short because you have to experience the entire thing. So please listen to this and close your eyes, but also watch Viktória because you like this is, and let's set the stage for this. Like you were in, where were you when you sat down at this piano?
Well, I was in Rome. I went to Rome over the weekend with my boyfriend. We had a short trip exploring Rome and Venice, actually. And this was already when we were flying from the Rome airport back to Switzerland. And, we had a gate. I'm not sure which number it was. I think it was 3 or 9. I'm not sure. But next to our gate was that piano, literally next to it.
Oh my
And I
god.
was like, oh, come on. It can't be a coincidence. That has to mean something. And at first, I was a bit hesitating. Should I? Shouldn't I? Oh, really? I felt a bit of a anxiety, but the moment I placed my hands on the keys and I started playing, it just
Yeah.
went out of me, and I closed my eyes. I dived deep into my word. I was playing. So when I opened my eyes at the end and I saw the people standing, a really big crowd,
It
because
was huge,
yes, especially at the airport when everyone is just rushing to their gate, trying to
right?
catch the flight, don't want to miss it. And I open my eyes and I'm like, oh my God, okay, how long have you been standing here?
Everybody has their phone out recording you because it's literally like watching something biblical occur. I mean, it's amazing. So I want everybody to understand that this is 8 minutes and 24 seconds long. I wish it was longer because it's just so beautiful. So I want to show this with your permission, Viktória. I would like to show this to the
Yes.
audience. And everybody grab a cup of coffee and hang on because this is Viktória playing the piano in Rome at the airport in Rome. Just absolutely amazing. So enjoy this. Here we go.
Yes, he is.
Thank you.
Wow. 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 I at one point I had tears in my eyes listening to
Oh.
that. You're okay, so I have a question for you. Could you sit down at a piano and do that exactly the same?
Oh, I would, but I currently don't have my piano here.
I know, but is that a piece that you could duplicate it exactly? Or did that
Probably.
just come from your heart?
It just came from my heart, but probably if I listened to it long enough, I would to be able to duplicate it, but maybe not the same.
Wow. That is just it's so amazing. So where does that come from, Victoria? Where do you think? I mean, I know we say it comes from your heart. I mean, it doesn't even sound like you studied a long time taking piano lessons, did you?
No, I mean, what do you consider long, right?
Well, you're only 19, so like
well, I studied maybe 5, 6 years.
wow.
5, 6 years, yes.
Wow. So I don't even know. I don't even know what to say after that. I'm never left speechless. Um, what there was almost it felt like there was some in that music. It felt like there was a lot of joy, but it felt like there was some pain in there. And then it was like this amazing, amazing dance. And that song is out on your YouTube channel. That piece is on your YouTube channel. And now it'll be on this forever. So I downloaded it and played it. So, um, Victoria, what is next for you? I mean, I know you're taking acting classes with Glenn.
Yes.
What's next for you? What are you hoping to accomplish in this life? You're only 19. You've got so much amazing road in front of you. What do you want to do?
I have, I've always been a bit different in the way I dream. I um I always wanted to do something bigger, something really that would have an impact in this world, a good impact that would leave something like a legacy. And I am studying with Glenn, and let me just tell you that I couldn't ask for a better coach than Glenn is. He is such an amazing person. He has a special place in my heart. Glenn, I think Glenn was the one who told me that, who pointed out that, Victoria, you actually have talent, and the way you play the piano, it's really something special. Because for me, I didn't see it that way. I just thought, oh well, yeah, I sat in front of a piano, played some chords, nothing special. But Glenn showed me that there is something special, and I've been receiving an enormous amount of support from the Extra Mile, and I couldn't ask for better people. They are so loving. We support each other, and it's just so amazing to be part of something like the Extra Mile is. It's really, I couldn't start in a better way than having Glenn as my coach. And I always been dreaming about having to play. Actually, that was a part of my life when I wanted to be a police officer, then an FBI agent, and yeah, which is a bit funny when I think back at it, when I look back at it, and I realized that, yeah, actually, but I would like to be that, but in movies and TV shows, and it's just there is some connection I felt with it ever since I was a little kid. I've been dreaming about going to LA and Hollywood and seeing all these places and everything. Oops,
Wow.
I don't know what happened. Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah,
Can you see me?
yes, yes. It's just
Okay.
my screen froze.
Oh,
But I always wanted to do something artistic because I felt like I am a person who is good at it, and this is my journey. This is what I want, and I trusted my gut, and it's actually the doors for me are opening at this moment we speak, which is crazy. And I get back into what I was saying. I've been dreaming about going to LA ever since I was a little kid, like 6 years old, because for me, LA meant movies, and I was so drawn into it. And now this year, when I got my job in Switzerland, which financially allowed me to earn money fast and to save up for the LA trip, and I'll be going to the US in a couple of months.
oh, yay! What
Is
part?
Right. I'll be going to Texas, of course, to meet the
Oh, that's right. Yes, we
and
got to meet. I live in Dallas.
oh wow, I'll be coming to Dallas.
That's
I'll
so
be
awesome. And I got to tell you something. You've got Ray Montz watching right now, who knows Glenn very well. Ray is a movie producer. So there you go. You never know
Oh
who's watching. You never know
wow,
who's watching.
wow,
And
wow.
and yeah, so and he lives here in Texas. So when you come over, maybe
Oh,
Ray can make
I
his
want to
way
meet
to
you
Dallas.
all. Come on, I want to
Yeah.
meet you all.
That's so awesome. So
But
so talk about, okay, so I mean, is it part of your like passion to be in movies, or are you more passionate about playing the piano? I mean, what if you could go open for somebody like George Winston, or do you even know who George Winston is?
no, I don't. I'm sorry.
Ah!
I'll look him
So
up.
yeah, you got to look him up. He's an amazing pianist. So,
Hmm.
um, what is your biggest passion? Is it the music or the acting? Which one is it?
Oh,
If
it's
you
really.
had to choose one,
Ooh. Um. Can I say I would like it to combined, like playing a piano in a movie?
yeah, you could say
Is what
that.
I would
Sure.
like.
Yeah. Right.
But I remember one piece we did in class with my classmate and a really really good actor, Bill. He wrote a scene. It was set in during the war times, the Second World War, and it was a scene about a daughter getting reunited with her father. And I composed a piano piece to the scene, and it's just added something more special. For me, music adds sparks into our lives, and it just makes everything more magical. But it's a really hard question. If I had to choose, can I say both? Because I love acting in the sense that I can experience being different kinds of people, and it also teaches you to be more empathetic and to feel other people's emotions and other people's situations a bit more, and getting a different kind of perspective which you wouldn't probably ever have before,
Yeah.
and it's just this exploration of feelings. And I'm a deep feeler, you can see it from the way I play
Yeah.
the piano. When I feel deeply, and sometimes I feel too deeply. That when I feel, I've been feeling a bit of a pain lately, and it's always good to just sit in front of my piano and let it flow. And you always feel it's like a free therapy session that you don't have to pay for. You just play, and you suddenly, after you finish playing the piece, you feel lighter, like something, just fell down, and then you feel free. um
Wow.
but it goes hand in hand for me, acting and piano playing. It's all about feelings, and for me, I am all about feelings. I i love expressing the feelings. I think it's beautiful when you express your vulnerable moments, your happy moments, when you're not afraid to cry and let it out, when you're not afraid to express how happy you are. I think there's just something beautiful about it, and something healing about letting your emotions out. So maybe that's why I chose the path of an artist.
Wow. How did a an 85-year-old woman get into a 19-year-old's body? The wisdom, the wisdom that's coming out of you is ridiculous. Like, that's crazy, unbelievably awesome. Like, wow. The wisdom that's just flowing out of a 19-year-old. What? Like, oh,
Oh, well, that's a big compliment. Thank you.
Jiminy Christmas. I just I love what you do with your music, and I don't I honestly I have no idea how one even goes about um having a musical career like, well, I won't say George Winston anymore since you don't know who he is, but he only has like 30 albums or something. I'm kidding.
Only.
I don't know how many he has, but um, have you thought about like how do I have a career as a pianist that and it I would say you're probably more of a solo pianist than anything else.
Yes, but I've recently got into a movie theme, like composing music, which I do it on my own. I add a bit of a violin on a computer. Everything is compute through computer, other instruments and a piano. But I am open,
Oh,
you.
hold it. You're doing movie music.
Well, just for me so far, just for me. But
Okay, so let's talk about that. What if because I pay this licensing fee to use the music in my intro video, and they are idiots about it. And every single time like I'll get a message later tonight or tomorrow saying the revenue sharing is on YouTube is now shared with the original artist that I pay for the license. And I'm like, I'm gonna find new music when I get time. I'm just gonna find new music to have on my show. So what if somebody like me wanted a 28-second piece to play as an intro and outro video? How would that work? Could we hire you to do that? And would it cost more than a trip to Europe? I'm kidding. Um, I mean, what's that look like?
Well, I've never composed an intro to anything before, but I love experimenting, so I'm open. Yeah, let's do
So I think that there's just you're so talented, and
it.
I can just see it and feel it. I'm gonna go. Hang on a minute. You just keep talking, and I'm looking at something else. I want to find another piece that you sent me, and here it is. I'm gonna I'm going to download this piece and play it as well. Playing piano freestyle. So uh hang on. Okay. So talk about, like, when you talk about being in movies, TV shows, you could do commercials, you could do all kinds of stuff, right? Do,
Mm.
do you have your feelers out there looking for that? Do you have an agent? What are you doing in the acting space?
Well, so far I do not have an agent. I'm just leaving that for my US trip. That's one of the reasons why I want to come to the US. Because for me, it won't be a vacation. For me, it will be a hunt or something like that. I want to start off because in Europe you have options, but not. From my perspective, it's not in such a capacity as US has to offer, and I would like to go more toward the US film industry.
Okay.
So for me, this trip will be an exploration of my options, what is there. But I am a true believer in my dreams and my hopes, and I just simply know that what I put my mind into, I will achieve. It's just how
It's
I feel it. It's nothing selfish about it. It's nothing egoistic about it. It's just how I really feel it. And yeah, people forget that everyone can do that. When you put your mind into something, you will achieve it if you believe and if you work hard. And
Yep.
yeah, so that's also the purpose of my US trip.
So you currently do not have an agent at all.
No, I do not have an agent. Anything.
Okay. Well, we probably need to fix that. We
Yeah.
need I mean, what about and again, pardon my ignorance, but when it comes to playing the piano, um like how do these people, I mean, there's world famous pianists, right? So how do they how do they do it? How do they get there?
Oh, I think you have many different kinds of stories, but what I am trying to achieve, I get back into what you've been asking me at the beginning. So, what's the next for you? What is your
Yeah.
plan? And my current plan is that my birthday is on 6th of June, which is exactly in 3 weeks. And as I said, I currently live in Switzerland, but I originally come from Slovakia.
Right.
And I got into movie composing music, and one of the inspiration that's been my inspiration for a long time is a movie composer Hans Zimmer, who composed a lot of Hollywood, a lot of many pieces for Hollywood movies, which
Mm.
had a great success. And originally he was supposed to play in Slovakia on the 23rd of May, I think, in which is in 2 weeks, around 2 weeks. And but the concert got postponed, and the concert got postponed exactly on the day of my 20th birthday, 6th of June, in my home country. So I'm a big dreamer, I have my goals, and when I have my goals, they're big. So I'm currently trying to reach out to his agents and to his musicians if I could share the stage with him for one song and play it in my home country, because I haven't visited Slovakia in more than half a year. So I
Mm.
think that would be a great opportunity. And I just want to make stepping into my 20s spectacular. And I feel like this is the great opportunity. So trying to break through that. So we'll see. I hope I get a reply. But
And
yeah,
what's his name again?
Hans Zimmer, his German, he's from
Let's see if
Germany.
anybody on the stream can tag Hans Timma.
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell that? Hans
Yes.
Tima?
No, no, no. Wait.
Oh,
Um, uh, is that?
let's do this. I have another piece that I want to play, of you playing the piano. I really want everybody to hear your unbelievable. I haven't even heard this piece, so I'm just gonna go with it and see what you do here. So you don't mind me playing a second
Oh, no, no,
here,
no.
do you? Okay. So while I do that, we will look up his name and we'll get somebody on the stream to tag him and maybe he'll watch this.
Oh, please.
So let's play this. This is Viktória playing piano freestyle. I don't know anything about this, but let's watch and I'm sure it's magical. So check this out, you guys. Check it out. Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, thank you.
You are absolutely amazing. You're so talented. And you sent me the guy's name. His name for everybody watching is Hans, Hans Zimmer, Zimmer. So let's see if one of my incredibly talented people watching here can tag Hans Zimmer on here. Zimmer. My wife is watching and she saw your video with Glenn here. It was unbelievable. So somebody tag, just type in at Hans Zimmer and see if you can tag him in this, and let's see if we can get him to watch. I know a couple of people in the industry, so maybe they'll watch. Buck Snow, who's a Grammy winner, um, is a friend of mine that I met through James Barber, the Phantom of the Opera. Uh,
Mm.
so I know a lot of people that. Wow, you are so talented.
Oh, thank
Um, there are, I mean, okay, you're 19. You're going to be 20 on June the 6th,
you. Mm-hmm.
and you have wisdom of an 85-year-old woman. Um, like you do, it's insane. You are an old soul, and the music that pours out of you, is that like what we just listened to? Is that your original? That's just your original piece. That
That just went out of me. This, I was playing as you saw me. I was playing and just creating in the same way, playing and creating. Just went out of me. Yeah, it wasn't planned. It wasn't composed. It's just a freestyle, as you call it.
wow, absolutely amazing. What do you, in your opinion, what do you think? Um, look what Ray says. A movie producer, what he says.
Yes, exactly. I completely agree. It's what I said. It adds spark. The great example of that is when you go somewhere and you put your headphones in and you go for a walk and you feel just better with the music in your ears playing. But
Yeah.
if you go for a walk without the headphones, is at least how I see it, is just, I mean, the world is a beautiful place and I love living, and I love just being in the moment and absorb the atmosphere around me. But it's, for me, it's always better with the music in my ears, and that's also with movies. It just adds to the scene.
The I've watched a movie recently with no musical score in it yet, and and I can tell
Wow.
you are 100% correct. And listen, the most important thing that he said is you are impressive and have what it takes.
Oh.
And my wife is trying to tag Hans. I will go back and I'll figure out a way to make sure Hans at least is tagged on everything that we're live on right now, and maybe even over on Twitter if anybody's watching on Twitter. So Victoria, I can't Yanushova.
Yeah.
Yanushova.
Yes.
Am I saying it right? Yanushova.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. You're getting there.
I'm getting there. Oh, you're amazing, and we just absolutely love you and adore you, and really want to see you do some great things in this life. You've got you've got talent that people dream of having.
Thank
So I pray for you that you continue to show the world your talent, like show people what is possible. What do you think stops people in life from having everything they want? Success, financial wealth, everything, happiness, joy.
for a lot of people, it's just people they're surrounded with, I think. Um, because also I had people telling me what you do is just this is just too much. Who would care about a girl from Eastern Europe from a small country like Slovakia is? And if I listened to it, if I took it to my heart and be like, yeah, you're right, who would, and stop, I wouldn't accomplish any of that. I think it's just sometimes people fear, most of the times people feel what other people will think. But guess what? No one's gonna live your life for you than you. So just make the best out of it and just follow your intuition. Do whatever makes you happy, and don't listen to naysayers, because that's the worst thing you can do. Because then in 5 or 20 or 70 years you'll be like, oh, I regret that I didn't do that. Why would I listen to all these people? Why? Just do it in the moment. Just do it, like Nike says, right?
Yes.
Just do it. And I didn't listen to anyone. I mean, I also understood the concern of my parents when I said, listen, I don't want to go to the university because I'm just not a type for it. I am made for bigger things, and I just know that this would be stopping me personally. I'm talking me personally. If you
Right.
want to just go, I'm just talking about me personally, that I know that it will be stopping me from achieving the dreams I want and goals I have. And I was right. I didn't go. I just listened to my intuition, and as I said in the beginning, I am already living the life I've been always dreaming about. And because I just I believed in myself, and I think everyone should too. Just don't be scared to show the world your craft, and believe that you're good, that you also have something to add, and never let anyone to guide your life, where what should you do, what you shouldn't do, because I think that's very sad to do so, and you should always listen to your heart. And I know it can be tough if you're the only one supporting yourself. It is tough because also with doubts come in, and you start saying to yourself, am I really doing the right thing? But yes, you are. You are doing the thing you want to do. So just go for it. That's my opinion, my advice.
From the 85-year-old Victoria, you heard it from her lips to God's ear. Just go for it. I so agree with that. I didn't go to university. I didn't even finish 12th grade in high school. So I walked out and said, no, I can't do this anymore. So Victoria, I am so excited for your future. I just
Me
think
too.
you have some amazing, amazing things coming for you. And I'm so excited and grateful for you spending time with me today and our audience and blessing
Uh,
everybody on here. Like it's been a huge blessing.
it was a pleasure, and I cannot be grateful enough for such an opportunity, Ken. This will be a history moment. My first interview ever. Thank you so
I
much.
love it.
Thank
Well,
you so much.
thank you. And thank you to Glenn Morshower.
Yes.
Again, Glenn, I love you. Thank you for introducing us and bringing this beautiful young lady's music into our hearts and our souls. And Victoria, this has been amazing. So thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who's watched us today and shared this out. If you haven't shared this out, please share it out. The world needs to hear this young lady's music and hear her story. Although you're only 19, so you don't have a long story at this point, but it's you're going to have. And when you're world famous and you no longer have room for us little people,
Oh, come on, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't think like that. I
I
don't
know.
make differences between people. Come
I
on.
know, I'm just playing. I can't wait to visit you at one of your concerts where you fill an entire arena and visit you backstage and say, "Hey, I got you started. Don't you forget."
Don't worry, I'll mention your name during my Oscar speech or something.
I love it. Oh, you're awesome. Well, thank you to everyone watching. This has been a great, great pleasure. Thank you so much, Victoria.
Thank
Stay
you.
with me. I'm going to end the live stream. Where's the best place for everybody to follow you on social media?
You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram. I will type it to you so you can share my name. But
Okay.
YouTube as well, where I'll be posting. I'm planning to post more and more. And I actually have over 500 recordings on my phone, so plenty to choose from.
Oh my gosh. Wow. This has been amazing. Thank you so much. And you guys all have an awesome day. Make sure you go follow Victoria everywhere. Her name is in the description and the title of this video, no matter where you're watching from. So just copy it and paste it. Find her on TikTok, find her everywhere. Follow Victoria. This girl is going places, and I can't wait to see what happens for you. So thank you again, Victoria. You're amazing.
It
Thank you for sharing your beautiful music and your heart and soul. Thank you.
was my pleasure. Thank you to everyone tuning in tonight.
Thank you so much.